He was fired for having an affair with a 22-year-old production assistant. And tonight, former ESPN baseball analyst Steve Phillips wants you to know he needs help. With us, addiction specialist Dr. Reef Karim. Celebrities do face the scrutiny, and there are some who say, I'm getting help for my thing. But let's deal with Steve Phillips first. He issued a statement saying he's getting rehabilitation for personal issues. We don't quite know exactly what that is.
No, we don't. And one of the big questions here is, when is someone a womanizer and when is someone a sex addict? And I don't think we should trivialize sex addiction. I mean, I get asked almost every day in my practice, hey doc, am I a sex addict? And most of the time I say, no, you're just a jerk. You're just a guy who's acting out. The reality is sex addiction affects about 3 to 6% of the population. It tends to be more in men than women. And there's a much, much bigger surge in sex addiction because of the internet. The reality of sex addiction, it's also called compulsive sexual behavior or hypersexual disorder, is that there's an underlying mental health issue. And that underlying issue is untreated so that the person acts out sexually. It's not that common. And I agree with your other guest in that in the celebrity world, in the Hollywood world, and I've been the medical director of a couple of these rehabs, it's very easy to say, hey, this guy's not really acting that well, so because of that, let's do a little image shift or an image change, and let's put them into rehab and say it's for personal issues. But on the flip side of it, if he does have a problem, it's good to at least get assessed in a proper clinical facility. Well,
let's take our Text 360 question here. It's from Vanessa in Texas. She wants to know if there's scientific proof of sex addiction. Dr. Reef, you take that one.
Great question. Yeah, I did a research study just recently at UCLA where we looked at executive function changes, which are brain changes in regards to judgment, to insight, and to something we call cognitive flexibility, which is being able to understand and shift from emotion to emotion and being able to regulate your emotions. And it was definitively altered in those people that met full criteria for sex addiction. So yes, sex addiction still is not fully in the DSM-4, which is, the clinical manual for psychiatry, but it is something that causes definitive brain changes.
So, Lori, help us. You're clearly skeptical in the celebrity case, including this one, but are there clear signs that someone is suffering from sex addiction?
Oh yeah, I don't have any doubt about that, and I certainly respect what your doctor, the other doctor, does. I don't think there's any doubt there's sex addiction, and it's something very serious. It's a problem in the press when celebrities do this and sort of trivialize, and it becomes a joke.
Dr. Reef, in that case, if you believe a celebrity who's abusing, if you will, the definition, does that hurt someone who actually needs the help? Do people think, oh, this just doesn't exist?
I would absolutely agree with that. We're on the same page because there needs to be a lot more research and a lot more work done in this field to help those people that are truly, truly suffering. They go through withdrawal symptoms. They have a major hard time. And if we trivialize it based on people that may not have the disease, it only affects it in a negative way.